friends of the interweb. I'm Lou. I'm a university student studying in London. School usually keeps me busy, but every month I have 1 week where I amp up the extrovert juice and I have time to go out and socialize. Come along with me for a few days out of my introvert hibernation cave and into the extrovert whoop whoop phase. This gorgeous art store that I love stopping by is L. Cornelison & Sons. It's the prettiest store ever. It's giving Diagon Alley from Harry Potter, don't you think? I was looking for a canvas to paint a portrait for my friend because I'm going to her birthday party and I wanted to give it as a gift. But I had to do some serious impulse control because I was so tempted to buy this brush cleaner and this notebook. But you know what? No. I knew what I came there for and it was a canvas. The urge to buy a new sketchbook and ignore the 2 empty sketchbooks at home was so strong, but no. Self-control, guys. Anyway, I couldn't find anything, so I headed to another art store, and I did finally find one, but yeah, impulse control. That was like my warm-up going out day, and the next day was the busy day. I started out the day going to a master's fair in the area it's in is Bank, and Bank is so pretty, guys. I love walking around Bank because this is where I actually feel that London is Londoning. You get what I mean? It's so much more oomfier than the Big Ben area, in my opinion at least. Because all the buildings are so old, they're so all the architecture, you guys. Just look at it. Watching all the old buildings pass you by and listening to all my soundtracks while I'm riding the bus. It's such a vibe. After that, it was the birthday party. Woo! It was in a suburb a little ways out of Central, so I had to walk quite a bit to get there. But it was nice because I always feel like I'm in a Tim Burton movie when it's autumn in London. I went to a master's fair today to look at MBA options and possibly masters in business options, and everybody wore suits and they wore black, and I came dressed as a chicken. Lou in the editing cave here. A note about that costume. It was supposed to be a Halloween costume birthday party, but I had no costume. So I wore that outfit and I passed myself off as Winnie the Pooh. Also, I wore a white thermal underneath the red shirt, so I looked like Candace from Phineas and Ferb. So I just passed myself off as Candace for the rest of the night. But hey, it was a 2-in-1 costume. I do not support animal cruelty. Thank you. Okay. Resuming with the video. Then party! Whoop whoop. I only lasted a few hours. It's actually a video.
Oh, it's a video? It's not even like an idiot.
More minions! So many minions! There were Minion Central! Some people stayed till like 4 AM, but I left at 11 because I'm a grandma. I got really sleepy at 10. But I arrived there at 7, so I got there pretty early. But still, I left at 11 after having some cake and I didn't want to walk home too late. The extroversion continues. This day we turned on tourist mode. And I hadn't turned on tourist mode in a while because I'd been hermiting in my room doing all my essays. So I met up with some friends for a fun day out and we were just walking around London at first. Even just walking around London is kind of crazy because you get distracted by so many little side quests. Here's a church. Here's a market underneath a train line. Here's an old-timey ship. Here are the ruins of a historical building, and they're all practically next to each other. It's insane. Then we get to the actual thing we were gonna do that day, which was the Clink Prison Museum. Woo!
Have my student ID this time.
Let's go to prison! It was a Halloween week, so I was feeling like, oh, we should do something spooky. Oh my gosh. Stop. Oh, it's my fault. This is where the footage kind of gets a little funky because I made the mistake of accidentally filming everything in slow-mo. So everything's extra dramatic. Oopsies. It was a real prison once, and it's really cool. They decorated it to look really spooky, but it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I tried a funky little helmet, I tried to wield a sword, I tried on some handcuffs. The sword was so heavy. You know how you like to imagine yourself like being badass when you see people wielding swords on screen? I learned that day. I have no upper body strength whatsoever. Yeah, I need to work on that. After our little spooky cell adventure, we went down to the banks of the Thames just to have a little walk around to skip some stones. It was so vibey. The sun was pretty, it wasn't that cold. A very calming way to end the day. And the next day we amped it up again with another party. This is not my normal schedule. These are the 2 only parties I went to for the entire semester. I didn't want to splurge on an outfit, so I got a headband at the dollar store or the pound store, and I called myself an off-duty vampire bat. Some people thought I was Draculaura from Monster High. Other people thought I was a goth reindeer. So I just said yes to both. It was very, very loud, very, very crowded, but it was pretty fun. You know, had a little dancey dance with my friends.
I didn't know your eyes are open. You're open.
But I left at 1. Some people stayed till 4, but I left at 1 because I was so tired and I was getting so sleepy. That party was kind of surreal. I think it was my first house party ever, because in high school, or at least where I went to high school, we don't have these kinds of massive parties. We have like, you know, we go out for dinners and for lunches, but we don't have house parties. And this was a proper like Western house party with the red solo cups. You know, just like you see in the movies. I was kind of excited. Mostly for the cups, because you always see those cups with the punch in them. So I was like, oh, look at me. Look at these cups. I'd say about me that the thing I was most excited for was the cups. That was just my social quota for the next 2 weeks done. Thus, the extrovert juice has finally been fully squeezed out, and as the introvert hermit resumes its rightful place in my little bedroom cave of uni deadlines, ready for work and a nice long fat nap. I shouldn't be watching. Get back to work. I need to stop listening to singable songs when I work. I have an essay, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna finish it by tomorrow afternoon because it's due on Monday. Gotta lock in, okay? There'll be no more of this last minute stuff. You hear me? Holding you accountable. If you need to go do work, do your work, guys. You got it. Don't be like me. Well, actually be like me because I'm doing my work. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Oh, I'm spinning. Okay, we can do this, guys. We can do this. I can finish my work. I will finish my work. So, that was the life. No, that was a life. That was a few days in the life of an extroverted introvert. Or an introverted extrovert. Whichever way works. Anyway, a few days in the life of what I do when I'm not in school and studying. If you're like me and you do feel comfortable doing things alone, it's important not to get too comfortable always being alone. So I think that's what that 1 week of extroversion really does for me. It reminds me that I'm in London and I'm surrounded by good people and I need to go out and make the most of it. Okay, till next time, friends. Bye. Oh my gosh, look at me, guys. I'm dressed in a wine-colored running jacket. Ooh. I've never actually used it to run before. I just like it because I bought a white version of this jacket and I use it to go on my very first run, and I love this color. So I thought, you know what, if I buy some more, maybe I'll get motivated to run more. I haven't run again in this jacket, but I will. But yeah, I just rewatched Wandavision, so I'm really in a maroon sort of vibe, and this is really giving Scarlet Witch, you know?